Before we start, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. And drop a comment with video ideas you'd like to see next. Also, make sure you watch until the end, because this day turned out way more chaotic, funny, and surprisingly productive than I expected. So today, I tried something a little different. Instead of planning my own schedule, making my own decisions, or procrastinating like I usually do, I asked ChatGPT to run my entire day, every decision, every task, every weird little moment. I woke up this morning and told ChatGPT, "You're in charge. Tell me what to do today." And honestly, I wasn't sure if this was going to make my life more productive or completely destroy my routine. The rules were simple. I would follow whatever ChatGPT told me to do as closely as possible. From the moment I woke up to the moment I went to bed, ChatGPT would decide what happens next. If it told me to work, I'd work. If it told me to take a break, I'd take a break. If it told me to do something completely random, well, I'd probably still do it. So the day started at 7 a.m. My alarm went off, and the first thing I did was grab my phone and ask ChatGPT what my morning routine should look like. I expected something normal like drink water or go for a run. Instead, ChatGPT gave me a surprisingly structured plan. First, drink a full glass of water, then stretch for 5 minutes. Then don't look at social media for at least 30 minutes. Already a challenge. I went to the kitchen, filled a glass of water, and tried to wake up my brain. Normally, the first thing I do is scroll on my phone for 10 minutes while pretending it's only been 30 seconds. But not today. Today, the AI was watching. Metaphorically, next came the stretching. 5 minutes doesn't sound like a lot until you're half asleep on your living room floor, questioning your life choices. But surprisingly, it actually helped wake me up. I felt more energized than usual, which was honestly suspicious. Was ChatGPT actually making my morning better? Then ChatGPT gave me the next instruction. Make a simple but healthy breakfast, eggs, toast, and fruit if possible. Now, normally my breakfast is whatever is fastest and requires the least thinking, but today I decided to commit to the experiment. While eating, ChatGPT suggested something interesting. It told me to spend 10 minutes writing down 3 things I want to accomplish today, and 1 thing I'm grateful for. I'm not usually the journaling type, but again, I said I'd follow the rules. So I wrote down 3 goals. Finish editing a video, go outside for at least 30 minutes, and start planning new content ideas. For gratitude, I wrote something simple, being able to do creative work every day. So far, the day was going surprisingly well. Maybe letting AI run my life wasn't such a bad idea. Then came the next instruction. Do 10 minutes of light exercise. Now, here's the thing. 10 minutes sounds easy, but when you're the one doing the push-ups, squats, and jumping jacks, suddenly time moves very slowly. Still, I powered through it. By the end, I was awake, slightly sweaty, and starting to believe ChatGPT might actually be better at planning my mornings than I am. After that, ChatGPT told me to spend the next 2 hours focused on my most important task. No distractions, no checking my phone, just work. So I sat down at my computer and started editing a video. And I'm not going to lie, this might have been the most productive editing session I've had in a while. Normally, I open 10 tabs, check messages, watch random videos, and somehow convince myself that's part of the creative process. But today, I had a digital boss. 2 hours later, I checked back in and asked what I should do next. ChatGPT said, take a 15-minute break and go outside. So I went for a quick walk. No headphones, just walking. Which felt weird at first because I'm so used to listening to music or podcasts. But after a few minutes, it was actually kind of relaxing. My brain felt clearer, and I started thinking of new video ideas without even trying. When I got back, ChatGPT gave me another task. Spend 30 minutes learning something new. Now this was interesting. Instead of mindlessly scrolling during downtime, ChatGPT suggested watching a short educational video or reading something useful. So I ended up watching a video about storytelling techniques for YouTube creators. And weirdly enough, it gave me a bunch of ideas for future videos. At this point, I was starting to realize something important. ChatGPT wasn't just filling my schedule with random tasks. It was actually structuring my day in a way that balanced work, rest, creativity, and movement. But don't worry, things got weird later. Around lunchtime, ChatGPT told me to cook something simple instead of ordering food. That meant actually using the kitchen like a responsible adult. I made a quick pasta dish, which turned out okay. Not amazing, but edible. While eating, ChatGPT suggested something unexpected. Don't use your phone during lunch. This was harder than I expected. I didn't realize how automatic it is to grab your phone while eating. But sitting there without scrolling forced me to slow down and actually enjoy the meal. After lunch came the most random instruction of the day. Clean one small area of your living space. Not the whole house, just one area. So I cleaned my desk. And honestly, it made a huge difference. Suddenly, my workspace looked organized instead of chaotic, which made sitting down to work again feel way better. The next few hours were focused work sessions mixed with short breaks. ChatGPT kept the pattern going. Work for about an hour, take a short break, stretch or walk around, then get back to work. By mid-afternoon, I realized something shocking. I had actually finished everything on my to-do list. Normally, that never happens. So I asked ChatGPT what to do next. And this is where things took a funny turn. Instead of giving me more work, ChatGPT said, do something creative for fun. Not work, just creativity. So I grabbed a notebook and started brainstorming ridiculous YouTube ideas. Things like living like a robot for 24 hours, or letting AI control my diet for a week. Honestly, some of them might actually happen. Then ChatGPT told me to call or message a friend I haven't talked to in a while, which at first felt random. But when I did it, it actually turned into a really nice conversation. Apparently, AI is also better at reminding me to maintain friendships. As evening started approaching, ChatGPT suggested another walk outside to reset my mind after a full day of work. And again, it helped. By the time I got back, I felt relaxed instead of mentally exhausted. Dinner time came next. ChatGPT recommended cooking something simple again instead of ordering food. So, I attempted another meal. This one turned out slightly better than lunch, which I'm counting as progress. After dinner, ChatGPT gave me a surprising instruction. Spend 1 hour offline. No screens, no phone, no computer. At first, I didn't even know what to do. That's when you realize how much of your time normally revolves around screens. So I ended up reading a few chapters of a book and just relaxing. And honestly, that might have been one of the best parts of the day. Finally, before bed, ChatGPT told me to reflect on the day, what worked, what didn't, what I learned, and here's what I realized. Letting AI run my day didn't feel robotic or restrictive like I expected. It actually removed a lot of the mental effort of deciding what to do next. Instead of constantly thinking, what should I do now, I just followed the plan. And because of that, I ended up being more productive, more active, and somehow more relaxed at the same time. Did everything go perfectly? Of course not. There were moments where I wanted to ignore the instructions and just go back to my normal habits. But sticking with the experiment showed me how much structure can improve a day. So the big question is, would I let ChatGPT run my day again? Honestly, yeah, I probably would. Maybe not every single day, but definitely when I feel unproductive or stuck. Because apparently sometimes the best way to manage your time is to let a robot do it. Would you let AI control your entire day? Or do you think that's a terrible idea? Let me know in the comments. And before you go, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next experiment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.